Good morning, kids. Today we're checking out a brand new video from Cognacs about what if the Adventure 02 swapped DNA Digimon were real. Well, swap DNA Digimon? Oh, I guess that would just be, hey, like the alternative forms they would have got, like the Dino Beamon one for Vmon and Stingmon.
So channel artist and absolute legend Mephastoon came to me a short while back and
Oh,
proposed
cool.
the idea that we should bring the imagined Digimon from Adventure 02 to life. Specifically
hell
the
yeah!
imagined Jogress Digimon from episode 28, in which the Digidestined pictures silhouettes of what their other DNA or Jogress forms might look like, with a severe slant towards XVmon. Oh, Davis never changed. And I totally agreed with Mephas. In
Of
fact, we did the
course.
Pointing Spider-Man meme, because I also had been thinking about
Hey!
bringing imagined Digimon from seasons to life. So what better month than my birthday month to finally bring
That's
all
what he
four
meant.
of these imagined Digimon Adventure 02 DNA Digivolutions to life.
Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
And hey, making weekly Digimon videos takes a lot of energy and custom art costs a lot of money, which is why I am super happy that today's video was sponsored by Wonderful.
And now we're going to take a small cut. And we're back.
Video. What is up, digital
there we
companions?
go.
My name is KhanEX and welcome back to another
laggy
video. If it's
today.
not welcome back, make sure you DNA Digivolve your pointer with the subscribe button. Cheers. So we wanted to do something that felt
Nice.
true to the actual 02 DNA Digivolutions we got. Paildramon combines elements of XVmon and Stingmon very visibly, and adds something to make it a new form. Same with Sylphimon, having obvious elements of Gatomon and Akilamon, and Shakuamon, it's holy and stony, I don't know. So we wanted to keep that principle going with bringing these silhouettes to life. Our first imagined DNA Digimon is comprised of XVmon and Ankylamon, and I actually love how much effort the animators put into what this could potentially be. You can actually see some detail pointing out of this silhouette, so we wanted to
Like
stay true
the V.
to it, but also add a little bit of individual creative flair, which is how Nantins brought Gulamon to life. They chose the name
holy
Gulamon because
shit.
of the English learned borrowing from Latin gula, meaning throat and gullet. And gula is also a possible source of etymology for gargoyles, which this Digimon very much resembles. But
Dude,
also
that's
a
epic.
Gargoylemon already exists. Also in Norwegian, gul, G-U-L, can mean gust of wind or yellow. So I think that works pretty damn nicely for this flying on gusts of wind it gets from XVmon.
Literally going out the gate with a badass Digimon design right away. Damn, Con, you're right out the gates with a winner.
And yellow elements from Ankylamon Digimon. I
Still
really love how
epic.
Nantins did this, using Ankylamon as armor for the XVmon body, but also bulking up the XVmon elements so they feel somewhere between muscle and rock. The headpiece I also think is a lovely touch, something very true
Love
to
it.
Paildramon, which gains its own red helmet that neither XVmon or Stingmon has. This white, orange, and slightly red helmet of Gulamon just escalates the design to another level and ties
Hell
everything
yes.
together. I think Nantins had a hard job making something that looked like the silhouettes and also didn't just look like a kit bash of XVmon and Ankylamon, but totally nailed the brief. Nantins also suggested the name Tordramon, which I do like here, but there's going to be another Dramon Digimon in this video, so I wanted to make something a little bit more unique for this guy. Gulamon is a fearsome and intense yet heroic DNA Digimon. Possessing immense strength, it draws from its XVmon and Ankylamon halves. It also shows great leadership and tactical prowess. A Digimon at home in the deserts and rocky climates of the digital world, it is as adept on the ground as it is in the skies. Watch out for its
Cannot
signature moves,
believe
the
it.
Megaton Laser Breath Weapon, and the Commander Hammer with its mace-like tail.
Okay, hold on, folks. We'll be right back. We got an ad. And we're back.
Next imagined DNA Digivolution is one that I guess a large chunk of the fandom has always wondered about within this little quadret of imagined Digimon. The XVmon and Gatomon DNA Digivolution. I personally would one day like to create Jogress for every possible pairing in 02, but I must admit this is one that I've always been curious about. And that's why I am so happy that Next Digimon came aboard once again to create Noctmon. I named Noctmon after the common Noctual, because Next Digimon has really owned in on that silhouette to create something that I think feels quite bat-like, which is definitely a vibe I got from the image in the show. I love how she took the fur of Gatomon and blended it in so well with the white elements of XVmon, the purple touches from Gatomon being added to the wings and preserving Gatomon's ears, paws, and tail somehow works well with the other XVmon elements too. I never thought a dragon and a cat could equal something that looks like a humanoid bat, but actually that kind of makes perfect sense to me, and I think the design came together so well. Somewhere between dragon, cat, and bat, we have Noctmon. As emerging also with courage, friendship, and light, Noctmon is basically a superhero in the digital world, like Batman and Superman combined. Capable
Love
of
it.
flying to the heavens, but also of stalking an enemy Digimon through caves and other dark spaces. Noctmon adopts an MMA style of fighting with its powerful legs and clawed hands, dishing out damage. Keep an eye out for its lightning strike, in which it flies at its enemies, dealing slashing and actual electrical damage, and its double leg takedown, which is the name of an actual MMA staple move. Alright, another
really?
silhouette I was obsessed with bringing to life was the Aquilamon and XVmon Jogress, and wow, Mephas just nailed this one, creating what I've called Mandulimon, coming from Mandulis, the god of the sun and sky of ancient Nubia, but also worshipped in Egypt, which provides a nice parallel to the name inspiration for Halsamon, aka Holsmon, aka Horusmon. Mandulis was often depicted wearing an elaborate headdress of ram's horns, cobras, and plumes surmounted by sun discs, and was also sometimes shown in the form of a falcon, but with a human head, all of which lines up pretty well to the design we have here. Mephas and I went back and forth a few times for colors in this one.
He actually did pretty damn well. I gotta give him props. It's actually better than I thought.
Ideas including a merging of red and blue to make a purple Digimon, which I liked but didn't think fully worked, and another that was much more red, like Aquilamon, which I think married the design together quite well, but lost a lot of XVmon elements.
Yeah.
We ultimately settled on a blue body with a very Aquilamon feel, and I suggested adding this red edging to the wings, which is what sold the final design to me. It's so accurate to that imagined DNA Digivolution, and still feels so powerful and correct. Especially involving Aquilamon, you can see how it could be a brother to Sylphimon. The red gloves with the V looks insanely good in my opinion, and as a Kingdom Hearts fan, you know I love me a belt. I think it just helps break up the design and makes it look very Digimon. Mandulimon soars across the plains and forests of the digital world. It can shoot AVX impulses from its horns, or land a 1-2 punch of Tesla knuckles with its fists. And finally, that brings us to a much desired DNA Digivolution among the fandom. Some people who want specifically the silhouette, and some people who just want to see these two DNA Digivolve. That being XVmon and Angemon, and I could think of no one better for this Herculean task than Adriano Divino. Make sure you are checking out Adriano's Patreon, by the way. Tons of excellent rewards over there, and regular art of his own, and for this channel.
Support the
Adriano absolutely brought heaven to earth with Angedramon. Adriano suggested this name, and I am actually happy with it. While we've gone with a lot of language or mythical basis for the other Digimon, I think something of this scale, an Angemon and XVmon fusion, would be called Angedramon. Plus, it's just crazy to me that we don't have...
It's like some kind of Archangel warrior.
Have an Angedramon in Digimon yet. Again, Gargoylemon very easily could have been Angedramon. Adriano cooked here, taking a familiar but also unique approach. You can see the individual Angemon and XVmon elements with the blue feet and hands of XVmon, but a general body, rivets, and armor pieces of Angemon, as well as some merged concepts like the Digicode X across the chest, borrowed from XVmon, but also containing elements and specifically the rivets of Angemon, and it has some elements more akin to Paildramon, Imperialdramon, or indeed Magnamon, which I think is inspired, especially when you consider Seraphimon was instrumental in Vmon Golden Armor Digivolving in Digimon the Movie or Hurricane Touchdown. This unique helmet, similar to what we saw in Goulamon, has XVmon elements, but also of course evokes Magnamon. The hair that flows from it comes from Angemon, but also is a darker shade, more similar to the hair of Imperialdramon. And that's also the same for the wings, which originate from XVmon in this DNA Digivolution, but end up resembling more so the wings of Imperialdramon Dragon Mode and Fighter Mode. Angedramon is an emissary of Digimon's god, landed upon digital soil to deliver divine retribution with its Xavier Ray. I chose this name to get a mixing of XV and the A of Angemon, but also named it after Saint Francis Xavier, so Xavier Ray. And its Hand of Infinity that strikes an opponent and purifies them with holy energy. And that is it. The imagined Digimon Adventure 02 DNA Digivolution finally brought to life. Goulamon by Nantins, Noctmon by Next Digimon, Mandulimon by Mephastoon, and Angedramon by Adriano Divino. Please go follow all the artists, and if you want to see more videos like this before anyone else, please become a channel member here on YouTube. Like my sovereigns, ZDK14, Jmon, and Mickey D.
Now, hold on. Before I actually end this, I just want to go ahead and hold on.
Nantins,
just give me a moment.
Noctmon by Next Digimon, Mandulimon by Mephastoon, and Angedramon by Adriano Divino. Please go follow.
Okay, there. Now that I got this up, just before I end the episode, I want to ask all of you out there, which of these four is your personal favorite? For me, it's a toss-up between Goulamon and Angedramon. But if I had to pick just one of them, I'd have to go with Goulamon. Simply because I kind of like it a bit more. Well, I don't know why. It's something about the Centaurian nature of it that just makes it better, in my opinion. But either way, folks, I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, so remember to support the original Crayon all they do. And I'll see all you folks next time when we flick on. Peace out.